always to triumph in Christ Jesus. The doctrine, then, that I would derive from the text is that charity or true Christian grace cannot be overthrown by anything that opposes it. In speaking to this doctrine, I would first notice the fact that many things do oppose grace in the heart of the Christian. Second, advert to the great truth that it cannot be overthrown. And third, state some reasons why it cannot be shaken, but remains firm under all opposition. And 1. There are many things that do greatly oppose the grace which is in the heart of the Christian. This holy principle has innumerable enemies, constantly watching and warring against it. The child of God is encompassed with enemies on every side. He is a pilgrim and stranger passing through an enemy's country and exposed to attack at any and every moment. There are thousands of devils, artful, intelligent, active, mighty, and implacable, that are bitter enemies to the grace that is in the heart of the Christian, and do all that lies in their power against it. And the world is an enemy to this grace, because it abounds with persons and things that make opposition to it, and with various forms of allurement and temptation to win or drive us from the path of duty. And the Christian has not only many enemies without, but multitudes within his own breast that he carries about with him, and from which he cannot get free. Evil thoughts and sinful inclinations cling to him, and many corruptions that still hold their footing in his heart are the worst enemies that grace has, and have the greatest advantage of any in their warfare against it. And these enemies are not only many, but exceeding strong and powerful, and very bitter in their animosity, implacable, irreconcilable, mortal enemies, seeking nothing short of the utter ruin and overthrow of grace. And they are unwearied in their opposition, so that the Christian, while he remains in this world, is represented as being in a state of warfare, and his business is that of the soldier, insomuch that he is often spoken of as a soldier of the cross, and as one whose great duty it is to fight manfully the good fight of faith. Many are the powerful and violent assaults that the enemies of grace make upon it. They are not only constantly besieging it, but often they assault it as a city that they would take by storm. They are always lurking and watching for opportunity against it, and sometimes they rise up in dreadful wrath and endeavor to carry it by urgent assault. Sometimes one enemy, and sometimes another, and sometimes all together, with one consent, buffeting it on every side and coming in like a flood, are ready to overwhelm it and to swallow it up at once. Sometimes grace, in the midst of the most violent opposition of its enemies, fighting against it with their united subtlety and strength, is like a spark of fire encompassed with swelling billows and raging waves that appear as if they would swallow it up and extinguish it in a moment. Or it is like a flake of snow falling into the burning volcano, or rather like a rich jewel of gold in the midst of a fiery furnace.